Hello friends, I'm back again with another tutorial. In this tutorial, how do you fix your camera is not working? So maybe it's a camera, it's a webcam in your desktop and the laptop you're using and it's not working. Maybe you're trying to use that camera, it's a webcam in a different application in your PC, it's a desktop or the laptop and it's not working. So the number of steps I'm going to guide in this tutorial, the step-by-step guide. So the either steps will definitely help you guys how do you fix that issue. So you can follow the steps in this tutorial if your camera or a webcam it's not working in your PC. Maybe one that you have inbuilt in your PC, or maybe one that you have purchased from a shop and you have installed in your PC and it's not working. So at the very first step, what you guys gonna do? So you have to check the camera in the settings. So whether it's enabled or disabled. So what you guys gonna do? What you gonna at first is you can see a start icon. Just give a right click on it in your PC in a start icon and then go to setting. So as soon as you click on setting, you're gonna see this page. Here you have privacy. Somewhere you can see it's a privacy. Inside privacy, you can see here you have a camera. Just scroll it down. It's app permission. So in the side app permission, you'll find camera. Click on camera. Once you click on camera, you can see allow the apps to access your camera. You can camera access for this device is turned on. So click on change and it's turned on. Make sure it is turned on. Sometime if it is turned off, you just have to turn it on. So you have to check it that first. It's a very first step. So sometime you'll see it will be turned off. If it's turned off, click on change and turn it on. So you have to turn it on. That is the reason why your camera you'll not be getting access in your PC, or when you're trying to use it in a different app, it might not be showing you or it might not be working. You're not being able to get access. So make sure it is turned on. If the problem is still exists, it do not fix your issue, proceed to the next step. So before we proceed to the next step, one more thing that you're gonna see over here. So if you're trying to use the camera in some of the application, you can see some of the application it is turned off. So you cannot use that camera. So you'll see the list of your application over here. So you'll see all the list of application over here that has access to the camera, and some of the application if it is turned off, you just have to turn it on. If you are trying to use some application like this, if it is camera is turned off, so you are trying to use some application like this and camera is turned off and you just have to turn it on, then only you will be able to use camera in that particular application. Sometime your camera access will be given to the device, but camera access will not be given to the application. So make sure that even that is turned on. If it is turned off, just turn on, because if it is not turned on, you can see allow app to access your camera. Some of the apps in your systems will not be able to access camera. So make sure it is turned on. It is turned on, and make sure all the application that you want to use, where you want to use camera in whichever application it is turned on, and along with that some of the desktop application. You can see I'm using a desktop application and your camera is turned off, then this particular application will not have access to the camera. So you have to turn on. If you're using a camera for any one of these desktop application like this, you'll see over here that has access to camera, that requires camera, and if it is turned off, you'll not be getting access. So make sure it is turned on. So when everything is turned on over here, whatever you need and require, check if your camera is working fine with your system and whichever application you are trying to get access to. So if the problem still exists, guys, now we're proceeding to the next step. So in the next step, guys, you can see is this PC. In some older PC, you'll have My Computer. So just select that and give a right click on it and then click on Manage. Manage. Now it will open this page. What you guys gonna do? You have to click on Device Manager. You can see it's a Device Manager. Select that Device Manager and click on Device Manager. Once you click on that Device Manager, you guys gonna see here you have a camera. Alright, it's a camera. It's a drop down icon, it's an integrated webcam. So some PC, if you are trying to use from external, so you have purchased it from a shop and you have connected to your PC. So you'll have somewhere as a camera itself, or somewhere you'll see it's a imaging device. So you'll have a drop down icon, click on that imaging device, and you'll see your inbuilt or something that you have installed from outside. You'll see your integrated or something that you have installed from outside, so webcam or a camera. So make sure that is fine. So you right click on it and make sure it is disabled or enabled. Sometimes if it is disabled, you have to enable it. Sometimes you'll see the yellow sign over here. That means driver is not installed properly. So if driver is not installed properly, so once especially it happens with one that you have installed from outside, if it is showing you the yellow sign over here, arrow, it's a triangle like icon, you'll see the yellow sign over here, or some other sign over here, it will be in a yellow color. So if you are seeing like that, means your driver is not installed properly. So you have to update the driver, or you just have to connect your PC to the internet and you can just update your driver. So that's the one way you can this is what you can do in the next step. So you can see, you can just update your driver. Your driver is already installed. So currently it's working fine. So next thing what you're gonna do, if it is disabled, enable it. If you have a driver is not installed properly, you have to update the driver. Again, you can uninstall the device and try to install again. You can scan for the hardware change. The another thing you can do. Next thing is you just go to the properties. Once you go to the properties, you can see all the details about your camera. Here's the driver. What you can do with the drivers is, here you can do everything that you want to do with the driver. You can see the driver details. You can update the driver. You can roll, if you have an option to roll back the driver. If you can disable the device and enable it again. You can uninstall the device and install it back again. If it is in built camera, you uninstall it and restart your PC. It will be installed automatically. So you can do all these steps in this inside driver, inside device manager, so that it will fix if any kinds of issue with your driver in your camera. So this is the second step. If the problem still exists, proceed to the next step, guys. So if you're trying to use camera inside any application, so what you guys gonna do, you can see here's the setting icon. You open that application, whichever application, inside whichever application you are trying to use a camera or a webcam. You can see here's the setting. You can go to the setting in that particular application, and then you can get inside webcam or a video. So some application you do not have a webcam option, you will only have a video option. So inside video option only, you will have an option to choose whether you can see it's a webcam. Select a device to record. It's only one integrated webcam. If you have installed any device from outside through USB cable or any cable, you'll see that device mentioned over here. So you can choose that device, and then after you will be able to use that camera or a webcam in that particular application. So get inside webcam or a video, you will have that option to choose. So you can choose your webcam that you want to use in that particular application. So this was the third step. Make sure you have done that, and still the issue exists, you can proceed to the fourth step. So in the fourth step, guys, you can see it's inbuilt it's a webcam, inbuilt camera. Maybe some kinds of hardware issue. So make sure if you're using a USB camera, make sure that your USB cable that you have plugged into your PC, make sure it is plugged in properly and it's working properly. There's no issue with your USB cable. So sometime you just remove it and install it again. And if you see any kinds of issue with the cable, you can change the cable, or you can go to the nearby shop or you have purchased and get another one and try it. Maybe your connection is low, so make sure you have connected it properly. Or there may be some kinds of hardware issue with your webcam itself. So either you have to exchange that webcam or check some you just have to repair this webcam. If you have a hardware issue, you just have to get another one, and if it is in built one, you just have to purchase another one and inbuilt it another one. So you have to go to the nearby store. So if this is, in case that is hardware issue, you have to do that. Still the issue exists, what you guys gonna do, you just have to proceed to the next step. Sometime maybe issue with your PC itself. maybe some other issue inside, internal issue or the software issue in your desktop or the laptop itself. So same webcam you can connect it to your friend's PC and try it if it is working fine, just to make sure. Now we'll be proceeding to the next step. So once again we'll go to the setting. It's a start icon, give a right click on it and go to settings. Inside settings you can see here's the apps, or you can see apps or features. Click on that. Here you have apps and features. You just have to choose that in the option. Go on the right side and you have to locate camera. Somewhere you have to find camera. So there must be camera with the letter C. You can see guys, it's the camera. Just click on that and then here you have advanced option just below that. Click on the advanced option. Now guys, once you click on this advanced option, what you guys gonna do? You scroll it down and here you have guys reset option. So now what you guys gonna do? You just have to reset the camera. Just click on reset and then click on reset. This will permanently delete app data. So whatever app data you had in your application, so including your preferences and sign-in details. So you just have to, your app will be like a newly installed. So click on reset and you can just reset your camera. So this is the another step that you can try. Click on reset and then click on reset and your camera, you can see it's resetting the camera. It's done. If the problem still exists, proceed to the next step. So in the next step, what you guys gonna do is a start icon. Again, go to settings. So inside settings, you're gonna see it's update and security. Click on that, and then guys, you can see it's a pending install. So if any update is available for the PC, you can just download and install. Even you can check for the updates manually and install it into your PC. Now, you just have to go to Troubleshoot. Inside Troubleshoot, what you guys gonna do? Just scroll it down to the bottom. You can see Windows Store app. So you can see fix as a find and fix other problem. So this is to find and fix other problem. It's a troubleshooting. So scroll it down. It's a Windows Store app. Click on that. So this will fix the problem with the Windows Store app. Even camera application is a Windows Store application. So troubleshoot the problem that may prevent Windows Store app from working properly. So you just have to click on troubleshoot the problem and it will detect for all the necessary all the problems that you have and it will fix that. So troubleshoot it. So guys, okay guys, you can see it's open account settings. So you can just here's the advice, sign in with your Microsoft account. So you can just sign in with your Outlook account and then click on next and again it will proceed. So you can see guys, it's a problem found, some Microsoft account required, not fixed. So almost all the problem is fixed. It's all about the Microsoft account. So if you want to sign in, you can sign in with a Microsoft account. Troubleshooting was unable to automatically fix all the issue found. You can find more details below. So all the issues already fixed, Microsoft account required. So you can sign in with the Microsoft. Actually, this is not my problem. Actually, it was a camera problem. So you can just run this wizard even if you have or you do not have a Microsoft account, whether your PC is logged in with a Microsoft account or some other account. If the problem still exists, you can proceed to the next step. So guys, in this step, so Windows Store app will register it again. So it will be registered already. So we'll register it once again. So we'll do the same thing once again through command prompt. So you can see here's the commands. The command is quite long. So I've left this command link in the video description. You can see it's pretty long commands. So I've left the link in the video description. So this command in the video description, you can just type or copy and paste it in a command prompt. So go to start icon, give a right click and then open the command prompt as an administrator. So once you open the command prompt as an administrator, just paste the commands and press enter key. And you can see guys, done. You're done. And check if your app is working fine. And if the problem still exists, proceed to the next step. So in this step you're gonna see maybe your antivirus is stopping some of the application to use camera. So for a while, in order to check it, you can just disable your antivirus, and then you can check if your webcam is working fine with any application. And here's this PC, and you just have to go to the manage again. So once you go to manage, as I've told you, device manager, you'll see the camera, or if you are using a external webcam or external camera, you'll see the imaging device. Under the imaging device, you'll see the external webcam or a camera. So when you go to the properties and driver, you'll have a rollback option. So rollback option is currently grayed out. If device fails after updating the driver, roll back to previous installed driver. Sometime your webcam or the camera will be working fine. Recently you have made an update and it do not work. It's stopped working. So what you guys are gonna do? You just have to roll back to the previous driver. So it will again go back to the previous driver, and before it was working fine, again your camera will be working fine like before. If the recent driver update has created the issue, you can roll back to the previously installed driver. So two things that you're gonna check, and one is the antivirus, another is the rollbacking the driver. Okay guys, in this step we'll go with the registry method. You just try it, let's see if it is working. What you guys gonna do? You press Windows and R key in your keyboard, or you can just type run in a search and open this run. And in the run box over here, you're gonna type regedit. You can see over here, it's regedit. I've left all these commands in the video description. So you're gonna type it and then click on OK. Click on yes, and this will open the registry. You can see here's the registry. Inside registry, you just have to select some options over here. Let me show you guys. So what you guys are going to select, at first you have to go inside a local machine. Inside that software, it's a Microsoft Windows platform and foundation, and that inside that you have to go inside a platform. So it's a local machine. Select that. It's a drop down icon. You have to click on the drop down icon. Inside that software, it's a software. It's a software. Select that. It's a drop down icon. Inside that, it's a Microsoft Windows platform. So it is in alphabetical order, so you don't have to worry. At first, you have to select Microsoft. So guys, you can see is the Microsoft. It's a drop down icon. Inside that, you will be selecting Windows Media Foundation. So it is in alphabetical order, so go to the letter W. Okay, here it is. It's Windows Media Foundation. So inside that also, it's a drop down icon. We have to get inside platform now. So it's a platform. Select the platform inside it. It's a letter P. It's a platform. So it's easy to find because it is arranged in alphabetical order. So a platform. So inside platform now, here's empty space. Right on the right hand side, it's an empty space inside platform. Give a right click on new. It's a new word. It's a 32-bit value. Click on that. Now you have to give a name. So what name should you give? You can see it's a enable frame servers mode. So you're gonna type it as it is. Even I've left it in the video description. These 3 commands. So rename it with this value. So enable frame server mode. Right now, just give a right click on it and then just give a double click on it. Alright, once you give a double click on it, so double click on it and then make sure the value is 0. It's a value data, it should be 0 over here. If it is 1, you just have to change it to 0 and click on OK. And then finally, you can just close it. So sometime you can just use import and export. What you guys gonna do, if you want, you can just take a backup of this registry. If any problem occurs, you can just restore to the previous registry. So before you proceed to this step, you can just take a backup of a whole registry. So on the top, you can just how do you take a backup? On the top, you can select this computer, give a file and then click on export. You have edit option. It's a view, favorites, half. You can see you can export whole registry. Later on you can import. So when you select computer and then click on export, it will export whole registry, and then you can go with this step. Otherwise, you know the procedure. If any issue occurs, come back to the same place. There's only one changes you have made. You can just delete that. So you can follow the same steps. You can come back to the same place inside platform and you can delete it if any issue occurs. You can just close everything now and just restart your PC. So when you restart your PC, your camera should be working fine. Otherwise, proceed to the next step. So guys, in the next step is the start icon. You right click on it and go to settings. Inside settings, you just have to go over here. It's privacy. Click on the privacy, or let's go over here to the apps and features. You can see it's apps. There's the apps or the apps and features. Click on that and then you'll see all the applications over here. It's apps and features. Click on that and you'll find camera. It's a camera. Here you have advanced option. Click on this advanced option and then come down and here you have option to terminate. So you can immediately terminate the app and it's all related process. So click on terminate and this will terminate all the apps and related process. Restart your PC and then again your camera you can launch and check it if it is working fine. So this was another step that you can follow. The last step that you guys are gonna try is uninstalling your default application and installing it again. So this is the last step guys we are following. You can see here it is a command that you're gonna type in a PowerShell. Even you can see it's a Get-AppxPackage. It's a Microsoft.WindowsCamera Remove-AppxPackage. This is the way you're gonna uninstall the default application. So I've left this command even in the video description. Either you can type it or just copy and paste it from the video description. Just open the PowerShell. Let me type over here in the search PowerShell. So in a search I will just type PowerShell. So guys, in a search you're gonna type PowerShell. Here's a PowerShell. Give a right click on it and run as administrator. Click on yes and this will open the PowerShell. It's still opening. Let it open. Okay guys, press enter key and you'll see this. Now you just have to type a command. So I've given you commands. Here it is commands. Click on copy because it's a default application and this is the way how you uninstall the default application. Sorry guys. You're gonna type over here and then you just have to press enter key. Okay guys, it's executed. Once it is done, you just have to close it once it is executed. And what you guys gonna do is a start icon, go to letter C and you'll not find camera over here. You can see there's no camera. What you're gonna guys do, you just have to go to the store once again to install it. So you can open the store and even you can search for the camera. You can see Windows Camera. It's a launch option. So you can see launch option is gone because I've uninstalled it. Now you can click on Get. It's a free application for Windows, so you can install it again and then restart your PC and check if it is working fine. So all these different steps did not help you guys. Maybe definitely the hardware issue in your installed, it's a pre-installed webcam, or maybe click on no thanks, or you can just sign into your account and then you can install. You can see it's click on install. Might ask you for this option. You can sign in or just close it. You can just see it's installing. So it will download and install it and then again you can use this application. So guys, if all these steps do not fix your issue, maybe definitely a hardware issue in your, maybe some kinds of hardware issue in your PC. Maybe your camera is broken. Maybe your webcam that you have purchased it as a hardware issue. So Follow these tutorials, all these steps, one by the steps will definitely help you if you don't have a hardware issue, guys. If you like this tutorial, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe and comment. I'll catch you in the next tutorial with the greatest stuff. Have a good day.